Yo, 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 yo. What is up, peoples? Your boy JV back at it again on this beautiful, what's today? Wednesday? Goddamn. Well, Wednesday now, 1:56 a.m. And we're about to get this session started. So, first, I'm going to go over the trades that we have, the trades that we have been writing, and what is new. So, ooh, man, markets are moving, guys. So without further ado, let's get this rolling. All right, so Euro Cat. Oh, quick disclaimer, guys. Quick disclaimer. I'm not a certified financial advisor or anything. This video is for educational purposes only. Whatever you do with your money is solely up to you. All right, so right here, EuroCAD, beautiful takeoff yesterday, pretty much literally zero drawdown. And we had a 60 pip stop loss to keep it safe from these areas. But we didn't even have to go negative at all. It shot up right when it was supposed to. So now that it has come back and retested the breakout, we are looking on these 4-hour candles like it is about to keep on going up. As we zoom it in a bit, second. So we shot up yesterday to, well, we went as high as 80 pips. Wow, guys, that was a good move. These take profits here were calculated from the first time that we wrote that up. So this was a really good move. 85 pips, not bad at all. And right now we're sitting at around a 60 pip profit. What I am expecting for this to do is to keep on bouncing off of this trend that you can see in a smaller time frame. It looks like it has started to trend going upwards as a bull flag. So that is what I'm looking at on it. Another line slash price action that it could reach is this other trend line that kind of started the move, and it would end up hitting around this price action here. So just a little bit lower, 147,500 or so. And if it hits that, then that's just another nicer entry just to go back up in my point of view. But I think we're about to just see something like this and just start going up already. So that is what I'm expecting on it. But again, if it goes down, there's no problem. Let's just keep on going from there. If you were to re-enter at around this position, you would be looking at, put it to this. So you'd be looking at again around a 55 pip stop loss. I was gonna say around the same 60 pips, but a 60 pip stop loss from where it's at now, 55 pip stop loss. And you will be taking it to a 60 pip TP1, almost a 1-to-1 ratio. But the second target would be the best one at 140 pips. So that would be if you would re-enter at around the price that it is at now. I'm gonna move this so we can see both of them as they have been called out. Oh, oops, wrong one. And we'll see how each one of these trades plays out. The first one is already doing beautifully, stop loss and profit, and we are riding the wave. So that is Euro CAD, guys. We're gonna move on to the next trade, which was CAD JPY, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, CAD JPY. All right, so on CAD JPY, as well. It is in profit, has just been messing around for a while, but we ultimately see this still going our way, just being very, very slow. But from where it is at now, I would not um I would not doubt that this price action could come back to around this level that I'll show you right now. So it going up to price action 90600 is what I would be looking for as far as a re-entry goes. But I will not re-enter on this trade unless it hits that price. It looks very good for it to drop kind of from where it's at now. We pull up the RSI, we can see if there's any divergent moves being made on this 5-minute time frame that kind of signal a drop. And yeah, every single 5 minutes has been divergent. So this is good for a scalp entry, and you'd be looking at a 10 pip stop loss. If you would want to hold it above this second possible retouch, you'd be looking at a 35 pip stop loss in order to hold that retest. And then again, we will be going. So on this one, you have the option to use it as a scalp with a 10 pip stop loss, or to use it as the swing trade for a 35 pip stop loss and going for a 30 pip TP1, 50 pip TP2, and ultimately 100 pips, well, let's say 90 pips TP3. And again, this pair could end up going lower, but this is just the safe targets that we are going for. So yeah, on a smaller scale, it looks very, very good on this little mini divergence. So I could definitely see it dropping already from there and just maybe hitting around this area, and it could come back up. But it going being Tuesday going into Wednesday trading day, I believe that we shouldn't see any crazy retracements like you usually do at the beginning of the week, that it goes your way and then it comes all the way back up. I think if anything, it has been consolidating sideways for it to keep on going our way. So that's what it looks like on that one. Let me look at what other setups we have on all of the screens here. Right, so AUD USD. Oh, well, talking about USD. Euro USD is a trade that we added yesterday because these trades we had been taking them since last week and checking them out since last week. But this pair we just added to the trades of the week. So let's see which one was the markup. I think it was one of these two. Had to be this one. Let's see if it was this one. Nope, not that one. Sorry guys, I got a bunch of Euro USDs marked up. Well, I mean, we're just gonna go with this one. Whatever. I don't know which one it was. The one that we were. Oh, well, it has to be the one that has everything on the setup because we wrote a couple things on there. Oh, well, there you go. It was this one. It was this one right here. So now that we have found the one that we actually marked up for the live video, let me show you what we had said. So on this one, we had said that we were waiting for it to go down a bit from where it was at, which was here. And we wanted it to go down and build some kind of divergence before we went in, but I said that where it was at now had already been divergent on a 5-15 minute time frame. It was already considered divergent, so that you could get an early entry, not early, I'm sorry, but you could get an entry already at the price action that it was at, which was 171.040 around. And if you would have got that entry, you would have had to added that extra 25 or 30 pips stop loss. So instead of it being like this original setup, a 16, 17 pip stop loss, you would have ended up making it a, let me give you the exact number. You would have had to make it a 38, pretty much a 40 pip stop loss. But if you would have got that entry, the profit started going right away and ended up going to a 23 pips in profit. Ultimately went a little bit higher and hit a 42 pip profit. And then you saw it retrace and it gave you a -7 pips. And after those -7 pips, it still has been messing around a 20 pip profit. So if whoever would have taken that early entry or that on market entry is the best way I could put it, instead of waiting for it to go, you would have just went in on market price. Then you would have been in profits right now, already riding the wave. And I definitely see Euro USD to keep on going up. We might mess around from where it's at now, but ultimately it has already gave me a confirmation that we are going to continue going up. So with that being said, a 25 pip stop loss would be in place for this, and I would be taking it to a 50 pip target. Of course, you can go to the first target at 35 pips. On this trade, it would be first target, 35 pips, and the second target would be at the 50 pip zone. So that is Euro USD. Not too shabby, not too shabby. I'm gonna go and show you AUD USD, and I'm gonna show you DXY to end off the live. So right here on DXY, check it out, check it out. All right, so on the DXY, I had not seen it on this specific markup in a while, so I'm gonna just check it out real quick and move some things around. All right, so one thing that because I have this marked up on another screen here, as some of y'all might have seen my setup before. I have 10 screens that I use in order to see all the charts at the same time, and it just helps me kind of get a better picture of the market, being able to see all of the different pairs at the same time. So on my DXY markup that I have over here, this is how it looks like, how I'm marking it up now. So we did have a breakout out of this funnel, channel, flag, whatever y'all might want to call it. We broke out, we retested, and we have been retested beautifully on that price action. Something that happened here on, you can see it on this 4 hours, but on the hourly, you can see it clearer, was this divergent hourly touch. So on this divergent hourly touch, we could definitely expect a retracement all the way back down to around this price, 91.00. And then from here, could it bounce back up and touch the major yellow, which is a daily trend pretty much, or will it come back and just break through this and keep going lower? Well, I'm gonna check out the daily and the weekly for you guys so that I can get a better perspective of what is going on. on a bigger case scenario. All right, so right off the bat, what I can see on this is that let me put that line back. I bet you anything the yellow is from there. Yes, sir. So that is where the yellow line is from. That is what it has been. It has been following, but it is not on point. So I am going to do this so we can see it clearer and we can see exactly where that peak is. All right, so now that I can see, it looks like it would be around here. So I'm not sure why it was all the way over there. Let's zoom it out and find out. I'm guessing it was following this one. Yeah, that's what it was. This just ended up wicking out. So that's why I had decided to put it lower. All right, so right here, guys, with that right here that I just moved, I believe that we could definitely see Euro USD come up for a third touch. 1, 2, 3, and then from here, tank. Let me check out the monthly. On this monthly, I wouldn't doubt this being a wick right now and it coming down too. So you see, there's two scenarios that are very much in play right now on the bigger time frames. When the monthly matches the weekly as far as going both bearish or both bullish, that's one thing. But when a monthly and a weekly are contradicting themselves, that's when it gets a little tricky. But ain't nothing to a beast like me, man. So let's go. Let's see what we can see on here and what is the next play. All right, so it's on the daily and going to the 4 hours. All right. So on this, look at these two dojis. Man, best option on the daily, sell stop right underneath that wick, buy stop right on top of that wick of this middle doji. That's like the best case on as far as swinging the pair, and then your stop loss would be pretty much right on top of the wick, or the stop loss for that buy would be right on the bottom of the wick. And that would be that as far as just seeing where the breakout is gonna be. But we're gonna zoom this in even more and get a better picture of the DXY. So I love trading divergence on the DXY and USD correlating pairs. So right now I am buying Euro USD. I am buying AUD USD, which is the other trade I was going to next. But I just wanted to show you the DXY so that you could see this divergence and why I have it going down here. So that is my play for the moment. And then I would be going to, I would be taking profits here and be looking for a possible pullback, possible breakout out of whatever trend it ends up building on the way down, or a divergent bottom, but some kind of signal that it will be going back up and ultimately breaking through here and going to our I'm sorry, not weekly, to our 4 hour. Well, yeah, kind of, because we saw it on the weekly. So I mean 4 hour daily, weekly price action right here at the yellow line at around 91,500 to 92 price action. So if we're able to see it go and do something like this, that would be amazing. If we actually break out of this line and go below 90 and close any major candles, which would be 1 hour to 4 hour candles below the 90 price action and around 89, anything 89 really, then you would be definitely looking for a bearish scenario and looking at that monthly candle to continue going down. We'll see how they are correlating as far as the US pairs. But let me show you how AUD USD is just looking amazing with this correlation with the dollar. They don't always correlate, but 90% of the time, whenever you see that correlation, man, it's gonna hit. Look at that, guys. Look at this divergence on the hour. Come on. That just would have been entry king. You would have been up already about what, I don't know, I'm gonna guess 20 pips or so. Let's see. Yes, sir. 25 pips, 23 pips. Beautiful correlation on that divergence. It looks a little weird as far as a bigger scale goes. Nope. This is not the one. So we wanted it to come back down and retest before we went higher. Ended up going all the way sideways until we could touch this trend line, guys. It's right pretty much at the trend line price. It did a beautiful divergence. Could it go and hit a triple divergence? I would not doubt it at all. It would end up looking like this. Beautiful actual touch, man. Gone with the wind. So what I am gonna do is buy limit right here. We would stop loss at 25 pips on that buy limit. All right. And we would take this to our first target, which would be 60 pips. Oh, come on. All right, so 60 pips, first target. And then we would go to our next target. You'd be looking at 130 pips or so. And then you'd be going to, and then we go to the breakout. Now you're looking at really swinging the pair, looking at breakouts. You'd be going for 300 pips or so on that ride to the weekly and daily zones. So that is what I'm seeing on AUD USD, correlating with the DXY. If the DXY were to go up and just do a quick move down, it would end up, in my point of view, dropping from around this price action here. So that's where the first take profit is very important, because, well, again, it could definitely hit a rebound from around that price. We'll have to check in with the DXY. We'll have to see what it's doing, but price action 77150, very, very important to take those targets and take profit at least 50% of the trade, if not more, so that you can be safe and in profits. Also stop loss in profit as soon as the first targets are close to being hit. Not even that they hit, as soon as they get close to being hit, definitely stop loss in profits. So AUD USD, that is the last one that I am giving out right now. That buy limit at 76,550. So I'm gonna write that down just so that we can have it here. Buy limit 76,550. 25 pip stop loss. TP1, 60 pips. 60 pips at 77,160. And TP2, 130 pips, 77,820. 130 pips, 77,820. And final target 79,700. 79,700. TP3, 300 pips, 79,700. So that is the trade on AUD USD from the divergence entry that it has already. This is because I am in on this trade already, guys. I'm sorry I wasn't able to call it on the live, but I went in at the beginning of like around 12. So you'd be, at the beginning of the 4-hour candle pretty much. So that's why I put it right there. So at the beginning of 12 a.m. is when I was checking it out and saw the divergence and decided to go in. I have a stop loss right underneath that candle. So my stop loss is at around 20 pips. If you were to want to go in now, current price, put it there, and your stop loss will be, well, if you want to be safe about it, you have to put it underneath the third possible touch. If you just want to have a shorter stop loss, 30 pips underneath that last divergence. So 30 pip stop loss, or if you want to just be safer and be able to hold on to see if you catch that buy limit, then you would have to put a, let me make sure I have the same stop loss as the buy limit. You would end up with a 70 pip stop loss from where it's at now. So my trade on it is already in profit. I am going to right now see if I put a stop loss right at 76,930. 76,930. All right, so there we go. So 76,930, guys, is where my stop loss is at now. Since we are right in the wave now, and since we did see that we have a potential for this to go and hit a third divergent bottom. That is gonna be it on the video, on the live trading session. Fire, guys, number 5. So I hope that y'all learned something. I hope that y'all were able to catch some pippage on the last trades. And I hope that y'all are making some money. So again, I am not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. And whatever you decide to do with your money is solely up to you guys. All right. Oasis Trading Club. I'll catch you next time.